Hey guys, what is going on? Today I'll be showing you my latest custom minifigure, and it is James Gordon from the new TV show Gotham. Only a few episodes are out right now, but I felt like I should make this minifigure as I really do enjoy the show, and if you haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend watching it. And also, I just figured I'd say, this figure, you might not have expected it to come, and you would be right to think that because I just randomly made it one night. I just thought to myself that I should make it while I was actually working on, little sneak peek here, I was working on this guy, Ezio, and I was also doing a little bit to Arno, so I was working on them, and then I just decided to make James here. But yeah, so anyways, let's go on and start this showcase. Okay, so basically just to start off as usual, go through the accessories, and this one is very light on the accessories, only one, and that is this pistol, as you can see here, that he's holding in his right hand. For you it's the left, but for him it is the right, and that comes from Modern Brick Warfare. I just picked a few up at Brick Fair, so I don't really remember the name of them, but if you do want that pistol, I'm sure you could find it on the site pretty easily by just looking through. So basically, let's go to the close-up. Okay guys, before I get on with the close-up, I do just want to mention, as usual, this minifigure is 100% hand-painted, and you might think it's a bit repetitive for me to say in every video, but I do feel it's necessary because it is quite the task to get everything to look exactly how it looks here, and to get it as accurate as possible, and to get it just basically how I want it. But to start out in the close-up, as you do see, James Gordon kind of has a curious expression, but also determined, which is kind of how I think his character is a bit in the show, because, you know, he doesn't just let things happen, he actually questions it and tries to get the real truth, which you would know if you actually have watched the show. You would probably know what I'm talking about. Also, no spoilers, because, you know, that's not cool for people that haven't seen the show yet. But anyways, as you can see on the front, there is just basically a undershirt and then a jacket over it, and on the undershirt there's a tie and a collar, which is the gray line above the tie, and unfortunately I do just now kind of realize that the collar is a bit low, but I really don't think it's that big of a deal, and I don't think it breaks or just ruins the minifigure, because I think it just looks fine still. Now the front is pretty detailed, as you can see. This back, not so much the case. There really weren't too many pictures that I used that actually showed the back of this figure, so I just decided to go with the back of the collared shirt, and then just outline that in gray to give it a little bit more detail. As you can see on the cuffs of each arm, there's a white line which basically just represents the undershirt going out from underneath the jacket, and then a button on either side also. So now we will move on to the legs. Okay, so as you can see here, the lower half of the minifigure also has quite a bit of detail on the belt. But to start off with the belt area, you know, that belt piece that connects the two legs, I did outline the back and the sides in black, just made it look like the overshirt actually continued onto this area, and I thought that that would look good, mainly because it usually doesn't stop that low, and I did kind of want to continue it more, just to give it the illusion that it was going over his belt, because that's also how it looked in some of the reference pictures. And then for his belt, I mainly just did a silver buckle with two really small dots on either side. I'm actually not even sure if you can see them on the camera, but they are there. They're just barely visible, even in real life. I did make them a bit too small. And then the last detail for the bottom half of this minifigure is just the shoes that I painted on, just regular plain black leather shoes. And yeah, so that just about does it for this showcase, and let's finish it off. Okay guys, that just about does it for this minifigure showcase, but something that I did just want to say before I finish it off is next figure's coming out this time. I'm actually not going to surprise you with anything, I don't think. Will be the Assassin's Creed figures, and that's going to be figures from all the main games, and that's going to come out on November 11th, which is the release date for Assassin's Creed Unity. So do keep an eye out for that. I'm also working on a mock right now. If you haven't seen in the updates, it's a hanger. That should probably be be out within the next week. That's coming out pretty good. But I hoped that this figure actually would hold you off until the Assassin's Creed showcase, because it is quite a long time to wait from September 9th all the way to November 11th. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy this figure. I had a great time making it, and hopefully I'll be making some more figures from Gotham, possibly, you know, sometime, I don't know, as characters appear I might make them. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.